This is the story of origin. In truth, I can trace my love of seniors back to my childhood. I was very close to my grandparents growing up as a young child in Guyana, South America. My dad was a devoutly religious man who believed in caring for others. He was incredibly generous, and I can vividly recall many instances of his generosity with others. It was almost fanatical the way he cared for others. When I moved to Canada as a young boy, I recall my mother as a nurse, a single mom, her working 2 jobs to help make a life for us. She worked as a nurse in a hospital and in nursing homes on the weekend. Again, my young life seemed to intersect with caring for older people. I think these things formed an indelible force in my psyche. That is a natural propensity to willingly give to and care for others. Later, this concept became the template for the Origin Way, and really it was the foundational principle behind what we call the Origin DNA. My undergraduate thesis at the University of Waterloo in 1982 was on the reuse of surplus school sites for conversion to housing seniors. I went on to graduate school at MIT, where I completed 2 master's degrees in architecture and real estate development. While there, my joint thesis in 1987 was on developing and operating continuing care retirement communities. In the 30 years since finishing my studies, I've worked in many different companies in seniors housing, the healthcare in both the USA and Canada. And I've been able to learn an immense amount about the business of caring for seniors. Along the way, I've been blessed to work alongside and learn from some incredibly talented and dedicated people. One of my fondest memories was early on in my career, where I was a young executive in a large public company that acquired and repositioned existing seniors facilities. I was introducing myself and our company to a group of caregivers at a new acquisition. And I recall waxing on in front of this group of about 20 caregivers about how much I care for seniors, and only to be called out by one particularly brave healthcare aide who kind of called me a liar. She pointed out that as an executive, I did none of the hard work that actually cared for our residents. She was right, of course, but this was a wake-up call of sorts that caused me to refocus my attention to my family roots and reminded me of the dedicated men and women who, like my dad and mom, worked tirelessly and with great passion to make a difference in the lives of older people. These dedicated workers, my team members, are the ones who are the true foundation of our great industry. I soon left a big public company to go out on my own and truly put my money where my mouth was. I felt there was a model of operations and facility design that really looked to the future and not through the rearview mirror. I was compelled to go it on my own and try hard to make these dreams a reality. In 2002, I was lucky to acquire the name Origin from a company that was going out of business at the time. In addition to acquiring the name Origin, I had an opportunity to operate a new community that was at the time nearing completion of construction in Calgary. So with exactly 1 employee, me, Origin was launched with the management of the Whitehorn Village retirement community. I'm proud to say that the first person I hired to work at Whitehorn Village in Calgary is still with Origin today, some 15 years later. Over the years, Origin has had its ups and downs with the ebb and flow of the economy. But as we've persevered and have been fortunate to work with some of the most wonderful investors and business partners who have truly believed in me and in our company and have stuck with us through the ups and downs. Along the way, I believe we've been a true leader and a positive influence in the growth of the lifestyle and customer service models of senior living. 10 years ago, we were the first company anywhere, as far as I know, to change our name to say we were in the active lifestyle business, not the retirement housing industry. That little name change came with an entire overhaul of our business practices in facility design, decor, and of course daily operational protocols. This fundamental belief that we had in the power of active aging has been the defining characteristics of working and living in an Origin managed community. As you can imagine, spending 30 years in one industry means that I've seen and been an integral part of an enormous change and evolution in seniors housing and care. I have lived through recessions and booms in our industry. In a way, I feel like a pioneer. I take tremendous pride in the fact that I've hung in there and been able to fight through the ups and downs over the decades to help grow and proliferate a great industry. Our work has made such a difference in the lives of so many seniors in our society. Now, I think more than anything, my life's work has given me perspective on what the essence of caring for seniors is all about, and that is building the best company to work with. To me, this is the legacy of Origin. I can honestly tell you that Origin wants to be the best known for caring for our team members. With the words of that brave caregiver who called me out nearly 20 years ago still ringing in my head, I will promise to always try to find ways to better care for the women and men who work tirelessly to care for our customers. So a year ago, we launched a concept called the Soul Cafe. The name was attributed to Dilsat Tuna Liberato, my trusted friend and Origin's Chief Operating Officer for the past 10 years. She was talking about attending a mindfulness conference where there was an actual cafe for conference attendees to meet and discuss ideas and concept in mindfulness. To me, this was a cool concept, and I felt it could be adapted for our ideas about developing strategies for team member growth and wellness in Origin. Hence, the name Soul Cafe was adopted to be the foundation for Origin's re-energized focus on our staff. The Soul Cafe is Origin's way of providing permission, strategies, and stories about being a physically and spiritually successful team member at Origin. Physical and spiritual wellness is obviously unique to each person, and the Soul Cafe is our way of trumpeting my commitment to walking the talk about caring for our team. I encourage anyone who is in the seniors housing and care industry or who is considering a career in this great business to take the time to explore Origin and the Soul Cafe. My sincere hope is to build a strong and durable company around an incredible group of talented, committed, and loving team of women and men who will help me create special places for seniors to live and enjoy their lives. Go Team Origin!